Okay, the final round, round 3, game 1. And so we have myself on the left, playing Corp, going Corp first again, playing HB Engine in the future. And on the right we have Dan, playing Whizzard. Dan is also an out-of-towner like Alex, so he's been enjoying our weird and wonderful meta. He has also brought industrial genomics, which we'll see later. And strangely enough, he's not the only person playing IG this evening, so stay tuned for that one. But meanwhile, we've got maybe more expected matchup, but this one's turned out to be a bit of an epic one. So hang in there, guys. Okay, having a look, and yeah, looks like both players are happy with their hands, so we'll kick things off. Yep. Mandatory looks like it just drew into an NAPD. Blech. Okay, not quite an ultimate classic. Oh no, it is exact classic. So Ice Ice Baby, Ice Ice Hedge Fund, shoring up those centrals, and leaving me on 10 credits. Not bad. Sure gamble for Dan. Not sure what that was, but I think it's a Katie. So it might have been a career fair into Katie, and then click Katie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the case. And we're just having a chat here. I think a week before this game, me and Dan faced each other over at Stoke, and I think we had pretty much identical Whizzard deck. So we're just chatting about what possible changes he's made since then. Which changes we both made, and it's like, yeah, Street Peddler's in. It's a good card. Mandatory drawing. I think I drawn into a pad. A second draw. The thing is, it's normally you just chuck the pad out, but against Whizzard, it's not going to stick. So, installing second piece of ice. So I think I'm just going to be a bit more careful with our build-up, because my campaigns are pretty important to my economy. Okay, clicking Katie. Installing an Earthrise Hotel. So we're going to have some draw for the next few turns. Draw, so I'm digging for something. Okay, starting in remote, as I said. I don't think I can just chuck out the pad naked, but I can put some ice. I think that looked like that might have been an Adonis going to the right. Okay, Dan gets his 2 free cards off Earthrise. And it's playing Street Peddler. Street Peddler's going face down, so top 3 cards get hosted on Street Peddler. Not 100% sure what they were. Sure we'll see them there. Looks like we've got Corroder, medium in hand. Not too bad. Going for a draw. And a Yogg as well. Yeah, we look pretty well suited. Grimoire too. And yep, Dan opts to install the Grimoire. And just clicking for 1. You'd already put on Katie, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to res the Adonis for a net 1. Don't have Break a Bay, so I'm just going to have to do it the hard way and not get a nice cash injection. So So installing over R&D for a net zero, thanks HB. Install new remote and taking credit. So I wonder if that is the pad from earlier or perhaps a Jackson. So I think before the turn starts, Dan's going to trash Street Peddler and install the daily casts off it. So that way he'll effectively pay 2 but then get 2 immediately back. So daily cast kind of comes in for free. Earthrise to draw some more cards. I think Dan accidentally drew all 2 cards together. I was wondering what to do about it. I said it was absolutely fine. Oh no, we later resolved to just go for a cut. That's probably the fairest thing. Nobody knows anything. Taking off Katie. Crowder, medium, Yogg. And in goes the Crowder. I think it's 2 medium there, so flush with programs. And a Yogg as well, so Crowder and Yogg. Just don't have that crucial Sentry Breaker, the Mimic, I presume. Okay, so we're leaving the card and remote, so yeah, feeling it probably is Jackson. Didn't opt to res it. Install another card in the remote. Ah, so that's the Jackson. Okay. So what have I put out there? That's interesting. And yeah, overdraw with Jackson. I'm just gonna pitch a few agendas, not quite ready to score them. Okay, so Earthrise finishes the last 2. Now we've got the 2 off daily cast, is that right? Career Fair Baby. Don't ask me what's going on there. Get him young. And drawing. Baby gives him a credit. Symmetrical Visage. And another Street Peddler. Really helps like accelerate through the deck. It also gives the discount of 1, which is not terrible, very nice, but also it means because it's paid ability just at instant. Oh yeah, and it was the pad, so going to pay 1 real credit and 3 of his Whizzard credits. That's fine. I think I got the 1 credit from the install, and he spent a click, so we both spent a click and 1. I don't know. Maybe we're about even. Or I'm a bit behind. Okay. So with the Adonis with 1 bunch of credits to go, so looks like we're sort of shaping this up to be a scoring server, classic Netrunner fashion. Yeah, so install and take 2. And I'm slowly ticking up, and I think we're up to about 20 credits, which is nice. And yeah, Street Peddler gives down Earthrise. So he does that before his turn begins, so he can get the 2 cards straight away. 2 come off the daily casts. Got David in hand as well. Another Career Fair. career fairing out another daily cast, so good for the trickle economy, very nice. Going to draw. Yeah, and one. Yep. Oh, I think we missed the credit off the baby. And installing a clone ship. Seems alright. Okay, so all the main servers are double iced. So installing into the remote. Advanced, I'll score out the sleepers, domestic sleepers. Okay, so Archer is online. Someone's running Archer, he says. Oh, maybe. No, it's probably true. It is true. Yeah, but no sentry breaker at the moment for Dan. So maybe let's just put the brakes on a little, make you a little more hesitant. Still looking pretty good credits-wise, not had to res any ice, so Dan seems content to build. Oh, parasite in hand, very nice. Okay, and Dan chooses now to install the net ready eyes. So now he has to suffer the 2 meat, Yogg, and I think those are daily casts. And also installing the David. And okay, and here we go, running the R&D. Yeah, and of course, it's the architect. It's almost always an architect. I don't believe Dan can do anything. He's not seen his mimic yet, so let's have a look. And I believe this is last click. So if I see a 3 for 2, I think we're going to score that out. Having a look. That also gives me install credit. Thanks, HB. So archives, and I think we're going to pull back an Adonis, which would make a lot of sense. Oh no, okay, yeah, we're going to install pad in the new remote, and he's continuing to go. Oh, and next one, it's another sentry, a bit nastier. Ichi 1.0. And again, Dan does not have the required sentry breaker, the required killer. So this is going to hurt. It's last click as well. So trash program. So getting rid of the David and the Yogg. And then running the trace. And then I'm just considering the trace. So I'm spending 4 to make it trace 5, which, seeing as Dan is also a bit low on the credits. Okay, I think I got the net ready eyes. Yeah, and he suffers a brain, but he still gets an access, which because thanks to Architect, I've seen the cards, so. I'm going to res the pad for that one, do a mandatory, but I think we're going to score out. I think it would possibly a Vitruvius. Or did I not take out an agenda? I feel like I would. Too advantageous. It's an ABT. And yeah, again, thanks to the run on the Architect, I've seen what the next couple cards are. So I believe there had only been one ice in the next 3. So, and possibly in the Agenda 2. Definitely, I think it was a Breaker Bay grid. So we decline the ABT and go up to 2 points. A pretty devastating run there for Dan. Obviously, Architect fires. They usually fire once. Well, you'd like them to fire once. And then Ichi kind of wipes out a bit of his rig. Left for the Corroder. But the David is David and the Yogg. Oh, yeah, the Yogg mainly because of the cost, but I think I generally got Victors and Toll Booths, so they're strength 5. So Yogg can't really get at those guys. So. Oh, yeah, and there's the Mimic showing up a turn too late. But that does mean that it'll make short work of my R&D server now. Thanks to a net ready boost, he's coming through for 5. Well, which is still somewhat taxing. Okay, and discarding down 5, getting a second Corroder, and get 1 off the pad. So I've managed to keep it for 2 turns. So installing into that, a second install, and taking 1. So I'm not sure if the agenda has gone in. I hope to be a Caprice. Okay, so here's Dan feeling brave to get down there. Installing a Liberated. So this might end up being a building turn. Got the Parasite in hand. Don't know if it would be interested in getting that on the Ichi perhaps. Clicking Katie, loading Katie. And just taking some Liberator money. Oh, so I'm getting a bit trigger happy. So yeah, I think we actually got an Eve on the go. So yeah, Breaker Bay first. And an Adonis. So that gets res for 0. So straight up 3 credits. Okay, drawing with Jackson. I think I've drawn into Caprice, so it might be a case where that's going to go into my Adonis server to help with the agendas. This is a slower deck. Dan regretting the run on R&D. It's put him back a bit. Installing a new remote. So install over R&D as well. So I'd hoped that would be a co-gate, so possibly a toll booth. He runs a new route, it's a pad, so he's going to pay a real credit and Whizzard that. And yeah, clearing liberated for a +12. So yeah, definitely a building one, so we'll expect something big to happen next time. 3 off the Adonis, 1 off the pad. I'll do a draw. Okay, so having a good think here. I don't know if it's a case where we're thinking about setting up a second server perhaps. While Dan is still recovering. Yep, so we're going to install the ice over the pad, just try and give that a bit of protection. Install, I think that's the Caprice going in there. And just taking 1, because so just getting some change, and so yeah, the credits start to creep up again. So I think I'm on 18 right now. Playing I've had worse for just a straight up card draw. And yeah, on goes the Parasite. Thanks to Grimoire, comes in with a counter. Oh, and credits go flying. Okay, so that's dropped down to Mimic range. So we probably should expect to see perhaps a medium. No, okay. Playing another Earthrise. Okay. So Adonis has got 1 more turn to go. So possibly expect another piece of ice to go over that server with the agenda to go in next time. So HQ probably looks good. Jackson draw. I think I just drawn into a blue level, which we don't want to see with so many cards in hand. Yep. I'll predict my own plays. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? So the ice for a net 1, that's not too bad. I think I've got a second Jackson. Okay, and yeah, I just need to discard a few here. Okay, so down getting the card draw with Earthrise. Parasite steps up, so it's Ichi's down to strength 2. A Data Sucker. I was going to say, I was just to think of we're not seeing any Data Suckers here, so plays a Data Sucker, that comes in with 1. Oh, and the medium as well, thanks to Grimoire, also comes in with 1. So we've got a bit of money now here, so we might be looking to do an assault. And looks like there isn't too much of his deck left. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure if they've ruled this the other way in the latest FAQ, but Netrunner Ice says choose an icebreaker. So it's one that does not necessarily have to be installed. There's some ruling where if it doesn't mention explicitly, it only things refer to install cards only. I think Dan's opting to net ready the Yogg. Obviously, we know it's got the Yogg in the bin, which that's fine. So 5, and yep, Code Gate, true to form. The one break he didn't have, Victor 2.0, Strength 5. And yep, so Yogg's coming into play. So that with the +1 strength, so that's Strength 4. And yeah, the Data Sucker means he'll break both for 0. Architect is 2 with the Mimic. And the Ichi's 3 again with the Mimic. Now that's below its strength. And seeing 2 cards. There's 1. It's like a hideout. And number 2 is Project Vitruvius. Okay. I was probably waiting for that agenda myself. And yep, gets the sucker token back. So with a bit of money, he'll be doing that again. So Adonis finishes. Draw, that was the Heimdall. So, and I think perhaps I've got the NEPD in hand. Yep. Okay, yep. So dawning over the Jackson as well, and then advancing, which I believe is the NAPD. So yeah, I've got the Caprice there, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with the Parasite. So drawing with the baby. So score, it's a 2 apiece. I have the domestic sleepers scored. Oh, and there goes in a second Parasite, which technically is... Oh yeah, and I've just done an MU check. Yeah, so we've got 5 breakers and the 2 Parasites. Yep, so we're just going to rewind that play. That's fine. Yeah, with your cards being on the other side of the table, I often do forget the Parasite when counting at the MU. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean he's got the full suite out, but can only have 1 Parasite. But so I think he just needs means of earning a few suckers. So we might be seeing a trip to the archives. Yep, loading Katie. Okay, running HQ, so just having a poke there, and yeah, he's going to net ready the Yogg. That again could be dangerous with another Ichi, but he does have a sucker token. I think it's just more the fear of Lotus Field, perhaps. Okay, not resting the first one. Dan opts to continue. 4, and here it is. There's the Archer. Which is Strength 6. I believe again. Only res the archer when you know it's going to land. So I'm opt to take 2, trash 2 programs. So I'm going to bin the parasite, and I'm going to get rid of the Yogg as well, and end the run. Oh, yeah, that's a bit rough, but always had to be aware of the danger, I guess. And yeah, now I guess we've got the MU clear. He installs Parasite on the Victor 2.0. Yeah, so let's score out. It's not an NPD, it's a Vitruvius. Yeah, we always like to have the Vitruvius with a counter, and there it is. Taking myself up to 4 points, 4-2. Okay, Dan has a quick check just to see, I guess, if we've played out all our clone chips. So two cards of Earthrise, and also the Parasite should step up as well. So Parasite should be on strength 2. Making jokes about Levy. Nope, not here. Are we going to catch the Parasite strength? I presume we do, unless I just missed ticking up of it. Yeah, I think I've got the NEPD in hand. So taking off Katie. And Baby. And then installing Liberated. I think perhaps just taking 1. So did we sort out the... Yeah, maybe we did get the Parasite. And yeah, I'm just going to take a look now. And getting a bit fearful of David, I guess. See if there's any surprises. And no, that looks pretty much just like my old Whizzard deck. No, we're fine. I think I was counting the clone chips as well. Count the clone chips, count the Yoggs. I might have taken pad campaign credits twice there. Yep, so installing into the remote. I think this is the NEPD. Install new remote. And surely advance 1. Yep. Advance 1, so... NEPD. Okay, we're going to catch the Parasite this time. Yeah, I think we said 3 there, so that would be correct. But I think I have actually taken out his last Yogg. So running archives. So yeah, I think we're going to use the Jackson to bring back a few things. Okay, just double checking. He's got 5 credits, so I was thinking maybe I could get away with leaving the NEPD. Three face downs, and the other one was a blue level clearance. Yep, and the stuff that's left in the archives is all the campaigns that he's trashed so far. Yeah, so commenting about how Dan's deck's getting a bit short. Mine's getting a bit on the low side as well. I think the Victor 2.0 is doing work to protect R&D. I wonder if he's going to have a go at this remote. Okay, yeah, so we're running R&D. We're spending some sucker tokens to... yeah, and we're going to net ready the Mimic, which of course makes sense with the Ichi there. So it's 2 and 5, and he's going to see 3 cards, which is a Caprice. So he'll trash that using his Whizzard credits. He'll score that. That's an ABT. No, sorry, mandatory upgrade. Oh, and that's an ABT. So now it's 4-6 down with 2 agendas back to back. It will cost him 5 to have another go, but still got some liberated cash. Pad coming in. And I opt to purge. Just to try and slow it down and at least give myself a bit of a breather while on credits. Like, so if he were to run again, he would see the same card he saw last time. Well, no, actually it would be a new card because I drew that one. So just trying to stop the medium, or at least halt the medium pressure. It'll be back. Oh, and a second Day Sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that sucker does come in with 1, thanks to Grimoire. And for MU number 6, it's the Parasite, which also comes in with 1. So heavy assault on R&D here. And yeah, gonna net ready the Mimic. So I think again it's just a straight 5. Well, he didn't even need to net ready. Okay, I've got a Jackson in the remote there, so I think I'm going to shuffle some non-agenda cards in, so I'm getting a little worried. But also not assets, because I don't like Whizzard trashing them, so I think Hedge Fund, Blue Level, and a piece of ice. Yeah, just explaining, yeah, I'll probably just shuffle the agendas to the top. Again, there aren't too many cards there. Yep, and just pointing to the agenda, so just the 1 card this time. And yeah, match point is every R&D access gets pretty scary. 1 from Pad, we'll have a look. And surely I don't go to score the agenda, I need to shore up R&D. Yep. Yeah, I think that was a Heimdall, which can break, but it's going to cost him some credits, so hopefully give me some time. Install new remote and a bit of hedge fund. So, just making sure I've got the credits. Yep, I tick the Parasite up. Yeah, I'm double checking, yeah. So he's going to draw, gain a credit. Ah, he has got the 1 clone chip in hand. A trick he did to me back at Stoke. I thought he was good. I thought I'd used up all his David counters. But then he dropped the clone chip and managed to bring back a David and bust into my scoring remote to steal the win from me. I wonder if he's thinking about doing the same trick again. Liberated for cash. So I think this is going to be a building turn. Okay, so I think it's settled a bit, so I'm going to score out the NEPD. So that puts me on 6 points. And yeah, still got the Vitruvius count as well, so if I want to pull something back mark as I can. The parasite ticks up. So probably the Ichi is going to be dead if he can get through to it. And still on the clone ship, there it is. And yeah, it's running R&D. And doing net ready on Yog, I believe is what he said. Yep, so yeah, Heimdall. It's a big barrier. I'm not sure if he has enough credits. Again, I think it's can click through it, but it's 4 to boost, 3 to break with Crota. Not impossible, but still pretty taxing. I think it's do a brain damage, end the run. So we might just bounce off this. Oh, no, he's going to go for it. Yeah, he's breaking the Architect. And then 1 sucker token to reduce the strength on the Ichi, and the Parasite eats it. And yeah, I've put out a Safety Jackson. And yeah, again, we're going to... So yeah, I think there's a bunch of hedge funds and some more ice. This desperately hanging on here. It's 6 all, but I don't have my sleepers to just click and win the game. So this could be it. You'll be seeing 2 cards, which is an NAPD, and he has got enough, and that's an Eve, which he's going to leave. Oh, the NAPD denies down the win. He only has, like, I think 2 credits. And surely NAPD's got to go into the scoring remote. An install advance, and then maybe a piece of ice over R&D. Oh, so I've got the sleepers in hand. So I opt for that. I basically just put an ultimate timer, and yeah, as I said, I'm basically just gambling on R&D not betraying me on accesses. He's a bit low on the money, but he can click for some money. Heimdall is 7. So there's a case where... And that was the last card. You just draw with the baby. So he's running archives to power up the suckers. So I think we're going to get a Parasite back on the Heimdall. Clone chip back the Parasite. And pretty much empty the suckers. Yeah, so it comes in with 1, so he spends 5 of the 6 suckers, and then it's just the 2 credits on Architect, and he's seeing 3 cards. So hoping for the best. So that's the Eve. That's another Eve. And that's a break of Bay. But so he doesn't opt to trash them all. Yep, so passes to me, and I click the sleepers for the 7th point. So long match there, but just about managed to hang on. The R&D run, hitting the faceplant into the Architect and the Ichi, was pretty brutal, and also that hit in the Archer. Okay, let's swap sides. See ya.